And welcome back everyone to Tales of Xillia. This is going to be the last few episodes I'm going to record before I completely switch over for pretty much the summertime. I'm just going to do not a completely new set of games, but mostly a new set of games. So this is going to be the season finale of Tales of Xillia, at least for Twitch. For YouTube, there'll be a couple more episodes because I have to split the recording, so yeah.
Huh? You haven't been yourself since we spoke to Zhao.
Yeah.
I heard you followed the bad guys into the hunting grounds. I was worried.
Well, it was an eventful manhunt, but we made it back in one piece.
I'm so sorry you all got dragged into this. What a horrible coincidence.
Isla, you can drop the act.
What do you mean? I really was worried about you. Why would I lie about that?
Jude, what are you saying?
I'm saying it was no coincidence we met Isla. Remember what those locals told us when the bell rang for the finals? At tournament time, any outsiders are either combatants or spectators.
Right. I recall what she said when she came to help us.
You folks don't look like you're from around here. What brings you to town?
Dun dun dun.
You need to ask that. Not at tournament time. You were ordered to make contact with us by Exodus.
Isla, that's not true, is it?
They said you'd never find out. They promised.
Well, Jude's a little smarter than that.
They blackmailed you, didn't they? They know your secret.
Your former occupation.
They asked, wouldn't it be a shame if Jurgen found out? What happened to the girl breaks my heart. But I had no choice back then either. Please don't tell Jurgen.
He doesn't know.
How could I tell him? He's a good man.
But it's all in the past, isn't it? Your fiancé should know these things.
You're a woman. How can you not understand this? I'm damaged goods. If he found out about my past, he'd leave
Oh, I got
me.
a text.
I finally found happiness with Jurgen. For once in my life. Please. Don't tell him. Please.
I doubt I'll ever understand human love. It has so many rules and conditions. What should we do, Elise? You decide.
Me? Why do I have to?
This woman's actions affected you far more than us.
There's nothing I can do to make it up to you. But please, forgive me.
I just don't care anymore. Elise
Oh,
is all
Elise.
wrong, no matter what you do.
Wow, she's out of it for a while, it looks like.
We better try to find Jurgen. We need to talk to him about the wyverns.
What's wrong, kid?
Something on your mind, Jude?
There's nothing she could do to make it up to Elise. But did she actually try? Is there really nothing she can do?
Isla is the only one who can answer that question.
Alright. Now we can go on. Oh, gambling thoughts, apparently.
Hey, sounds like they allow wagering at the Shandu Coliseum. Want to give it a shot?
Leia really loves to gamble.
Count me out.
That's surprising. You seem like the type who would enjoy that sort of thing.
Gambling's a big thing in my hometown. I've seen it go wrong time and time again.
Oh, come on! We'd just be doing it for fun.
The folks who lose their shirts all start out saying that. It's the first rule of betting. If you're just goofing around, don't gamble. If you want to gamble, don't goof around.
So, in other words,
Only gamble when you're willing to stake everything.
Exactly.
Little dramatic, don't you think?
Not
If
really.
you really want to play, I'm not gonna stop you. Just some friendly advice.
Alvin sure got serious all of a sudden.
Maybe we should take his advice.
Yeah, let's skip the gambling.
Okay, well, wow, I was not expecting him to be that way, but okay. Alvin's acquaintance.
Maybe I should pay a quick visit.
A visit to where?
Oh, did you overhear that? It's nothing. Just an acquaintance who lives here is all.
Okay. So, we're gonna be meeting this quote-unquote acquaintance of Alvin's. Which is kind of a sad little side thing, to be honest. It really is a little bit sad. Makes me sad.
Who's this?
My mother. She's not doing too well. I don't have a father or any siblings, so I have Violet look after her when I'm not around.
Well, hello.
Hi.
It's nice to see you, Balin. Slipped out of your house to come play, did you? What a shame that Alfred isn't here to play with you now. Where did that boy go off to?
What is she talking about?
Leticia, Alfred's away at boarding school, remember?
Oh, yes, that's right. That poor boy must be crying his eyes out. He's so shy, and he always gets so lonely.
Don't worry. He sent a letter saying he's fine.
Oh, yes, and that he'll come home for his next break. I promised we'd take a trip on the big boat when he does.
I know. Alfred said he can't wait to go.
You know what he said in his letter? He said he hoped that I wasn't crying. Isn't that funny? He's such a kind, thoughtful boy.
Oh, poor Alvin.
Being away from our hometown has been tough on her. And my dad dying didn't help. All she talked about was how she wanted to go back home to the house we all lived in. Maybe she's happier now that she's forgotten all about that life.
Oh.
You've been doing all this for your mother?
Yep. All these dirty jobs, it was all for Mommy. Touching tale, isn't it?
Alvin, you don't have to be like this.
Spare me your sympathy. It's all rotten in the end. It's enough to drive me crazy myself.
Isla?
Excuse me.
Got something to say?
Listen. You know that I was an orphan too, right? If I hadn't gotten involved in that line of work, I never would have survived my childhood.
In other words, don't say anything to Jurgen.
Also, I don't want to look after Leticia anymore. And I want you to tell Exodus to leave me alone.
I'm afraid I can't do that. Only Exodus can make the medicine my mother needs. And you're the only doctor shady enough to prescribe it.
I don't want to do this anymore. I want to go straight.
Sorry. But I think it's a fair price for keeping my mouth shut.
How could you? All I want is to live happily with Jurgen.
And you can. As long as he doesn't find out about your past. All done.
But she's crying.
Yeah, she's a big old crybaby.
We're just gonna leave her like that?
If you're so worried, go console her. Comfort the poor, tragic princess.
Wow, that was a trip for sure. Let's see what happens if we try to go back in. Is Isla in there? Nope, but there's another mini cutscene, it looks like.
Mom, I'm home.
Oh no. I dozed off again. I have to make a peach pie before Alfred gets back from boarding school. He'll be home any minute. That boy just loves it, you know. Every time I make it, he eats himself sick.
Is that right?
Of course, he's always been such a sensitive boy. It doesn't take much to upset his stomach. Honestly, it makes me worry for his future. Thinking about it gives me an upset stomach.
Sounds like he takes after you.
Oh, and he told me in his last letter that he started keeping kitty cats as pets. I believe he said their names were Jude and Milla. That poor boy. He must be so lonely. But cats are a big responsibility.
Don't worry. I hear he's taking good care of them.
Oh, good. It's hard not being able to see him, but what can you do? This was Alfred's decision, after all. As long as he's well, that's all that matters. I mean that, okay?
Yes, I know.
Upset stomach foreshadowing. Yes, it is actually technically a foreshadow. It's very sad too. Alvin's, as I still say, Alvin actually to me has like the best side story out of all the characters.
Remember that beautiful woman I saw you speaking to in Shandu?
Carla? What about her?
How odd that you never bothered to introduce me.
Oh.
Do you want to meet her?
What's this? There's someone you want me to meet?
Welcome back, Dale.
I suppose it would be rude to refuse.
Oh. Dirty old man. Wait, there was another skit that just popped up. No, give me back the skit.
Are you okay? We should stop and rest.
No, I'm fine.
You shouldn't push yourself.
Okay. Any other skit gonna pop up? No? Okay, I'm gonna head back to the hotel then.
No sign of Jurgen.
And Elise is still in the bad mood, which,
I hope Elise is okay.
yeah.
Something has been troubling me about these booster devices. Do you remember the experiment Noctigal was conducting at Fort Gondola? Might that have been a test of the booster's capabilities?
Yes, there are only 7s in Chica's picture.
That would be a logical conclusion.
That's not good. Even kids like Elise are strong if they have boosters.
If both countries were to wage war with booster-equipped soldiers, it would be a catastrophe unlike any the world has ever seen.
Would they really risk having such a destructive war?
Noctigal might.
Hey, Blue.
He's convinced that he could actually win.
Especially since he has the Lance of Kresnik.
Oh, here you are.
Why are both your usernames the same color? Oh my god, it's gonna be so confusing.
Thanks.
the wyverns you promised us ready to ride yet?
Yes, but there's a hitch. Now that we're on the brink of war, we can't fly the wyverns without royal permission.
Oh, shit.
I'll need to head to the capital, Canbalar.
I don't want to go to Gambalar!
Hey, maybe we should warn the King of Azul how ugly things will get if war breaks out.
The king does seem pretty popular. Do you think maybe he'd fight alongside us?
Only in the sequel.
Hold on. This is a war we're talking about here, not a tavern brawl.
I'd like a face-to-face chat with the king myself, but for a different reason. I want to ask him for the truth behind the laboratory. It's crucial that we meet the King of Azul. We'll head for Cambalar right away.
Okay, I'll get my things together.
What does Milla mean by the truth behind the laboratory?
Apparently, Elise wasn't the only kid they kept at that place.
Trollolololo.
Children were brought there too.
Did Zhao tell you that?
If the king truly wishes to protect his people, he'll give me the answer I seek.
And what if he doesn't?
Answer, I'll remind him of his duty. I'll make him swear to never resort to such methods again, by any means necessary.
Good idea. Let's go pick the king's brain.
There we go.
Oh, wait,
Now you both have different color
all
names.
our luggage is back at the inn.
I shouldn't be confusing you guys now.
Fetch it.
With my luck, somehow I will. Just because. That's just my luck, though. Ready to go with these? You ready to go? Yeah? Okay, we're about to meet Gaius. Again. Gaius. Where are you going, Alvin? Alvin, come back!
You did well back there. I knew I could trust you to protect Elise for us.
Well, I was prepared to honor my promise. Keep the faith, oh hallowed spirits.
Never a dull moment with that guy.
Say that again, Jude.
Soon enough, I'll have to prepare myself too.
Huh?
I am strong enough to destroy the Lance of Kresnik as I am now, without the Force power.
Wait, you sure it's a good idea to destroy it with the 4 great spirits still trapped inside?
They would likely not survive. They would lose their forms and disintegrate.
But I thought the 4 great spirits couldn't die.
Eventually, new great spirits will appear to take their place. But they will be a different 4, with different wills.
So that means the
You must play Yandere Simulator when it comes out.
ones that were always with you, they would just disappear?
I played the demo for Yandere Simulator, and my computer cannot handle it.
Matters is the spirit's existence itself. Still,
There's just such a bad slowdown. It runs at literally, like, I think 5 frames a second.
Don't you? Not just the great 4, but the lesser spirits too.
not just spirits, humans as well. To me, all lives, human and spirit, are equal and precious.
Let's head for Canbalar.
So where's the new Celsius then, Milla? That's a good question. Exodus Shadow.
It seems that Exodus has slipped through our fingers.
There's nothing we can do about that now. They must be as desperate as we are, given their behavior.
And what do you intend to do about Alvin?
If we send him away, he'll only follow us, and we can't neutralize him by force without risking our own lives. Therefore, the safest solution is to keep him where we can see him. Besides, for good or for ill, that man has the power to change the circumstances of any situation. That is not a power to be dismissed lightly.
Nor is the wisdom of the Lord of Spirits.
Before we actually continue on with the story, I'm gonna go back to the motel, or the inn. Sorry, the inn, and do some little bit of side questing.
You don't look so good. Maybe we should take a few days off.
No, we can't afford to do that.
Why?
Ooh, ow, such
Trying to get my microphone to be a little closer. There we go.
Again.
Oh no! My, acute hiccup disorder. It's totally flaring up.
That sounds pretty serious. You two need to get some rest.
Please!
Yes, please. Ow, ow, ow.
Very well. I'd hoped to get an early start tomorrow, but I guess we can push our departure back a bit.
Yeah! That works.
Does your asperixis still hurt?
No, not as much as before.
Before? Before it was so bad that you passed out from the pain.
Without the asperixis, I wouldn't be able to stand, let alone walk and fight. To me, there is no greater pain than having something to do and being unable to do it. Thanks to this, I can do what I have to. The pain is a small price to pay.
Well, I guess when you put it that way.
How's Milla doing?
She's pushing herself too hard.
Milla's so composed that it's easy to forget sometimes. But the fact is, she's making a difficult journey after suffering a terribly debilitating injury.
She is, that is true.
Taking it easy doesn't seem to be in her vocabulary.
If only there was some way to alleviate her pain. Even just a little.
If only we had a heart herb.
Oh, of course. Heart herbs are renowned for their ability to relieve pain.
Do, heart herb.
I learned about them in my pharmacology class. When used in aromatherapy, they're supposed to ease the tension in both body and mind.
They're also rare, bordering on extinction. I wanted to get a heart
Oh.
for a special lady once, but I couldn't find one anywhere.
I'm sure it won't be easy to find, but I want to try, for Milla's sake.
Alright, so it looks like that's one quest we're gonna do, and there's Carla again.
Sorry, I wasn't able to speak with you earlier. I'm Carla Outway. It's lovely to meet you.
I'm Milla.
Rowan, a pleasure to meet you.
And I'm Scotty.
Carla's a historian and a teacher.
That's very admirable of you.
Not at all. And how about you? You won the tournament, right?
Barely.
That makes Elise one of the youngest winners ever.
Really?
Remember what I told you about Master Hemming? He won his first tournament when he was 14. And until Elise showed up, his record was never officially broken.
And what about unofficially?
An astute question. Unofficially, the youngest person to win the tournament did so at 12, the same age as Elise. He was a young boy who fought his way to the final match alone without even using a Lilium orb.
Are you sure he wasn't a spirit?
No, of course he wasn't. His name was Erston Outway.
Erston Outway? Is he related to you?
My brother. This happened 20 years ago.
But why wasn't his victory officially recognized?
Because he's Gaius.
Our father was the chief of the Outway tribe. But we were a small tribe, and the other tribes used their influence to change things the way they saw fit. That's just how it was back then.
So you're saying his win was taken away?
Yes, it was his opponent's doing. He belonged to a tribe that was very close to the king.
20 years ago. That would place it before the dawn of Azure. Before the current king took the throne, the chiefs of several large tribes ruled alongside his predecessor.
Many people were killed back then, but our current king put a stop to that.
I see.
Anyway, I have an important errand to run. See you all again soon.
Imagine having a hard-fought victory erased like that. I wonder how Carla's brother felt.
I used to be quite a martial artist myself. I defended my position as the army's second strongest fighter throughout my military career. If it were me who was robbed like that, I'd have hunted down my opponent and thrashed him again when no one was looking.
Oh, damn.
Rowan, you played pretty dirty.
So what would you do in that situation?
Me? I can't even imagine.
Alright. Let's see. Do I have a hard herb? Because I have no clue if I have a hard herb right now or not. Just checking out real quick. Okay. And I believe... I want to say the hard herbs are actually on the way to where I need to go. I want to say that, but I'm not 100% sure. Doop-a-doop, doop-doop, doop-doop, doop. Going to where I need to go, I guess. Anyways, the only 2 games I'm currently playing, actually 3 games. So yeah, 3 of the games I'm currently playing are sticking around for June, which are Kingdom Hearts, Minecraft, and Full Metal Alchemist. I'll be starting... Let's see. I'll be doing Radiata Stories, Tales of Vesperia, and some other game. Rainbow Wall. And Tipo and the 4 Great Spirits.
You told me that normally the 4 great spirits follow you everywhere. Is that for real?
Yes, but...
No way! So how does it feel to command them?
I'm not sure how to answer that. They've always been with me,
what were the ones
so it just feels normal.
Radiata Stories. Oh!
Huh? So I guess it's like Elise and Tipo.
Interesting. So Elise may feel the same way about Tipo as I feel about the 4. When you put it that way, the way I've treated her seems quite insensitive.
What's wrong?
No, it's nothing. I can't afford to get swept up in sentiment at a time like this.
Slight character development. And also, next Thursday, so a week from today, I'll be starting .hack Infection. Get away from me! Oh shit.
Don't get killed.
Oh yeah, that's right, I'm using Alvin. No, that's not what I want to do. Charge, Alvin, charge. There we go. Boom!
Let's show him. That's no good. Sorry about that.
Except Tipo is not real. He's kind of real. I mean, as real as a talking doll can be. Real. I don't know where the battle theme for Tales of Xillia... Oh yeah, that's right. It's on Tales of Xillia 2. It's not going to be in this game. I kind of miss Tales of Xillia 2 now. Here soon, I'm actually going to be also doing some countdown stuff. So, hopefully people will enjoy... Oh, not live, I mean. Yeah, that's true. He's not exactly alive. Charge up. 2, 3, and 4.
We never miss our targets, especially the ladies.
That is true. Tipo is not a living thing. He is a doll with a booster inside. I don't know. I don't know. That's one thing that I can never figure it out. Is Tipo the actual? No! Damn it, game.
Should have gone a little easier.
You never call me Ellie anymore.
the amazing and